Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Long time no see if you were here last night. I feel like I was just here in live, which is so fun that we get to hang out 2 days in a row. That's not typical over here. So that's exciting. Today are bonus sprints on my channel for Bookemon. However, if you're not participating in the mini round of Bookemon, that's okay. If you don't know what Bookemon is and you would like to know more information, all the information is in the description box. So you can go check that out during the first sprint and get caught up with the announcement video and everything going on. For today, we're going to do things a little bit differently here. We're going to do hour-long sprints with my outdoor ambiance timer that went up yesterday because my prompt for Bookemon not my prompt, my tool that I told you all about was to read outside for 6 hours and you'll get the hat, and the hat can help you next year with Bookemon. And obviously, it is much too cold to be reading outside here. So we have come up with the way of doing it to read with 6 hours of outdoor ambiance. So we're going to do hour-long sprints with outdoor ambiance so that it's easy to know how many hours we've read for towards our hat prompt, or towards our hat tool. I keep saying prompt tool. You know what I mean. So we're going to do hour-long sprints with the outdoor ambiance to start working on getting our hats for those that are participating. And again, if you're not participating, you can still hang with us, read, and do the things. Let me know if you're here. Say hello. Let me know what you're reading or doing this afternoon, because I know it is daytime for a good portion of people. It's daytime for me. It's the afternoon. So some people might need to do some productivity and not be reading. So just let me know what you're doing. What I'm doing, I'm not actually reading a book for Bookemon per se. I am going to be working on getting my hat with the outdoor ambiance. But what I'm actually reading is Anastasia by Sophie Lark. This is a fairy tale retelling. I'm assuming it's eventually smutty because it's Sophie Lark. It's very long though. It's, I think, 600 to 800 pages. I don't know the exact page count. It's like a 20-hour audiobook. She's chunky, y'all. But there's really beautiful illustrations, and the illustrations are in the Kindle copy. I've got this from KU, and I have the audiobook from Audible. So I'm going to be working on this today while I also work on getting a hat. So that's the plan for today. I hope that works for all of you. But that's what we're doing. So let's see who is here. We had Vanessa pop in very early this morning to show the stream some love, and I so appreciate it. And won't be here for the stream because you have back-to-back meetings from 9 to 4. But thank you so much for showing the stream some love. We have Pip. Good morning. Reading between work. Still reading The Secret Garden, hoping to finish it today. Very nice. And hope Vanessa's meetings go smoothly. Hello, Kelsey. Working, but we'll try to read in between. That's okay. We are here for the productivity as well. That happens during these weekday time sprints. I usually sprint on Thursdays, which I still am sprinting tomorrow. Thursday is my typical daytime sprints. And that's pretty common, is people just like popping in from work or working in between. So that is what these sprints are also for. It's reading, productivity, whatever you need to do. Hello, Kelsey, reading Christmas at Seashell Cottage. Nice. I think you were reading this last night, if I recall. Sounds like a perfect little Christmassy book. Hello, Alana. How are you? I'm doing well. And you are great. Awesome. We have Nina. Hello. Hi, Christina. We'll be finishing up some laundry this morning and working on a paper before I head to class tonight. Nice. Well, I hope we can help you get that paper done. Oh, you can spell my name any way you want. It's fine. I always say that was one thing when I was a kid. When you would like get things with your like name on them, they never had this spelling. It was always this one. And I was like, I always used to tell my parents, you spelt my name wrong. You enjoyed this book? Awesome. This is my second Sophie Lark. So I read the Brutal Birthright series a couple of months ago. Not the series, the first one. And I had started this. This is part of my Goodreads cleanup vlog. So I had started this earlier in the year for a video, read the first part of this book, and then realized it didn't work for the video. So put it down. The audiobook hadn't come out yet. And so when I put it down, I was like, I'm just going to wait till the audiobook comes out and then like immersion read and finish it. Was enjoying it. I did not put it down because I wasn't enjoying it. I was enjoying it a lot, but it didn't work for the video. So I just kind of pivoted and waited for the audiobook to come out because I knew that was coming out before the end of the year. Enjoyed anesthesia. Hello, not feeling great today. Oh no, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. Hope you can rest and kind of heal up. Reading Amina El Sarafi. Ooh, I liked this one. This was pretty good. I'm excited to kind of see where the series goes now that I've got the basis of it. Hello, Pat. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Love the background. Thank you. I've leaned into the holidays over here, just a tad. Just started reading Magic by Danielle Steele, 89 pages in and 6 chapters read. And I'm just finishing up my book, The Killing Doll by Ruth Rendell. Interesting. Hello, Bree. Why can't I read today? Goodness gracious. Reading The Love Script by Tony Shiloh. Nice. I'm a little fantasied out, so I'm listening to the Chateau while working. Ooh, Bree, what are you thinking about this? I've had my eye on it, but I wasn't like sure if I wanted to pick it up. So I'll be interested to see what you think of this book. Hello, Ro. I'm doing laundry and I need to take a shower at some point. Laundry is always a daytime activity. I did mine yesterday, so I actually don't have any laundry to do on sprints, which is actually rare for daytime sprints. Usually laundry is happening. I know with my name, everyone spells either my last or first name wrong. So I try to make sure, but I appreciate your flexibility. Always, no worries. But yes, the paper will get done today so I can get so that I can get feedback. Nice. Wrapping presents, such a festive thing to do. I tend to wait till the last minute to wrap presents just because they're harder to hide wrapped. Kid things. They're harder to hide when they're wrapped. So I just kind of like wait. 5% in, so I literally have no thoughts. Fair. Well, as you read through it, let me know, or when you're finished, you can just like message me and let me know what you thought, and I'll decide if I want to pick it up. Okay, that is the end of the comments. So let me pull up the ambiance. Like I said, we're going to use the new timer today so that we can all work on getting our hats. And I will see you all in an hour. Hello, everyone. We're back. Just going to get this reset up for the next sprint. There we go. How did everybody do? I got to 18% of Anastasia during that sprint, and I know that we had some people join us. I am really liking this book. It's a nice retelling, to be honest. It's very nice, but it's long. So I just need to get ready for the long haul with this because I'm I read for an hour and I didn't get as much done as I would think because she is chunky. And sometimes you forget how chunky books are when they're on Kindle. Well, I don't even notice because it's on the Kindle, but she's large. But the illustrations in here are gorgeous. They're just beautiful. Hello, Christina. You joined us during that sprint reading 5 Winters by Kitty Johnson. Morgan also joined shopping for Christmas food gifts and reading One Night with a Nutcracker. Is this a smutty book, One Night with a Nutcracker? Or is it just a normal Christmas book? Let me know. I have questions. Thank you, Pat. Much appreciated. Reading Sanctuary Cove. Nice. Also doing some chores and coloring in some Christmas gnomes and the like button. Thank you so much. This is also a great reminder because we know I'm bad for this. Hello, just took a shower and reading for and ready for some sprints. We'll be reading Fury Born for this one. Hello, Glenda. How are you? Thank you. I made it myself. I made it just so we could get some winter ambiance going on for the Bookemon prompt that some of us are trying to fill. Going to start reading a queer romance fantasy novel called A River of Golden Bones, a Sleepy Beauty retelling. Okay, this has a lot of buzzwords for me. This has so many. So I'm going to need to check this out. I'm going to write it down really quickly right now, Glenda, so that I don't forget. A River of Golden Bones. Thank you. Sprints are very dangerous to my TBR, everyone. It's just so dangerous. Hello, Katie. Trying to get rid of the last remnants of the tension headache I woke up with this morning. I'm so sorry that you have a headache. I hope it's almost gone. But I hope that you've gotten to be able to rest to feel better. Attempting to read Serpent and the Wings of Night. I need to get to this book desperately. I still haven't. Need to. It needs to happen. Hello, good morning. Started my morning watching Pride and Prejudice. Now moving on to reading one of my library loans. Yes, the Libby is the reason I pick up so many books. I usually will, if I don't know what I'm going to read next, if I don't need to read something for a video or what have you, I just go to my Libby, sort by what's due next, and kind of let that decide. Hello, Courtney, and Alicia also joined us. Just finishing some lunch and then picking something to read. Not sure what yet. Do you have options? We could maybe help you if you do. Need to head into a meeting, but we'll join during the next chatty bit. More than halfway through my book. Nice. And then everyone was saying hi to each other. So I'm just going to skim through that really quickly and try to figure out where we used. Okay, here we are. Here's where people started to say how many pages they read. 47 pages is now on chapter 5 for the next sprint. I will be switching to another book that I have on my TBR bookshelf for 2023-2024 book year. And I will try to read as many books to reach my goal. Yes, this is actually a good point because I am starting to kind of think of goals for next year. I'm sure we all are. Does anyone know how many books they want to put their Goodreads goal for next year? Or what's kind of a goal that you want to get to for next year? Because I'm starting to think about this. This is something that I'm starting to percolate in the brain of what does next year look like? Didn't read, but I have my January TBR planned now. Look, see, I mean, we're starting to plan for next year. We're in that stage. Got to page 32. Read about 34 pages. Today's goal is to read page 300 in Furyborn. Where are you currently? I'm sure you can get to page 300. And how big is Furyborn? I've only read Fireborn, so I haven't read the next in the series. I need to continue this series because I absolutely loved Furyborn. So like I need to get on it. Or Fireborn, not Furyborn. Looking at the comment while trying to speak. Thank you. I, had to go with sleigh bells, right? It just felt appropriate with the snow. It was really the only plus to having a big snowstorm here on not yesterday, but the day before, so Monday. We had a big snowstorm, and the only plus was that I could make winter ambiance. Getting pretty interesting. I'm really enjoying Furyborn. You're just making me want to pick it up so much more. Got to 22% and nothing has happened yet? Question mark. Sometimes that can happen in a good, like even sometimes thrillers can be such slow burns. I kind of prefer when they're not, but sometimes maybe that's what's happening. Hopefully it's not slow burn the whole way. On chapter 13 now, made it to 46% of your book. Made it to page 169, not sure how many pages. No worries. This happens to me all the time where I'm like, I don't know where I was, but this is where I am now. Hello, Michaela. I took a shower and ate lunch. I'm going to finally start Swordcatcher in this next sprint. I was not going to pick up Swordcatcher. I'll be the first to admit it. It was not on my radar because I have not read any. Well, I read the first trilogy of Cassandra Clare's, and that's it. But Bree read Swordcatcher and really liked it and was reading it on sprints and was enjoying it on sprints. And that made me want to read it. And since it's not attached to the Shadow Hunters world, like I can read it. I don't have to read the rest to read this. So now it's on my radar to read. Mostly finished laundry. That's a pretty good one to get done. One load to go in the dryer. And all but 3 sections of the paper is ready for feedback. You are killing it today. Getting it done. We love seeing it. Hello, Taylor. Just woke from a nap and I'm starving. You need to have some lunch, Taylor. Hello, Kate. Just got here at the end of the sprint, but finished The Shining after the stream last night. Yes, you had very little left. We actually ended the stream last night, like really close to midnight. And there were so many people that I was leaving with like just 10, 20 pages left. And I felt so bad, but it was midnight and I was becoming useless. So I'm so glad that you finished that. What did you end up rating it? The Shining is the only Stephen King that I have read. It's the only one. So it's the only one that I can speak on. And I didn't mind it. I gave it 3 stars. Horror tends to get 3 stars for me. There's very few horror that gets higher. And if they do, they're very good in my opinion, because it takes a lot for a horror to get over 3 stars, because I'm just not the main demographic. I've really given up. A lot of the horrors that I've read, last year, a while ago, when I was really trying to get into the genre. And there are some that I liked, but like I said, it's not a ton. It's just I'm trying to just realize that, like, as much as I want to be a horror girly, I'm not. Allie Hazelwood's new science romance is a food scientist, which is what I do for a living. Do I hate read it for a vlog? What book is this? Did this just get announced and I missed this? What is happening? When does this come out? Because Bride's not even out yet. What is I'm confused. I need to look this up. Because Check and Mate just came out. Bride is not even out yet. I mean, I've read both, but is there one that's coming out? Is it coming out late next year? Like a fall release for Allie Hazelwood? I have so many questions. If it's YA or YA, because I would not actually say Check and Mate is YA. It's more new adult than YA. I would suggest reading it, because I actually think Check and Mate was very good. I think it was her best book. Hello, snuck in and spent that sprint going through NetGalley. Dangerous, but also fun. I always go in just to have a look, and then I end up requesting way too many things. Headache seems to be totally gone. Oh, I'm so glad, Katie. I'm so glad. Got 10 pages read and am now at 25%. Not too bad. Been wrapping presents for the family. They know I love to make it difficult to open presents. They bring them, I wrap them. Reading The Love Script by Tony Shiloh. So are you one that really tapes presents, Pat? That's what it sounds like, where you don't leave like any openings, so it's super hard to get into them. Is that what you do? Hello, Lexi. Reading Ordinary Monsters, currently on page 78. This is on my TBR. Haven't gotten to it, but I want to. Okay, so that is a smutty book then. I figured it was from the title, but I wasn't sure. Divine Rivals, after I make some lunch. I agree. I 100% agree. Christmas Romance, we love it. Dangerous to my TBR too. Sprints adds all the books to my TBR. It's fine. Hello, Chrissy, just joining, and I'll be reading the 2 prequel novellas from the Greenbone saga. Just trying to close out the series as much as I can this month. Nice. I still have not read Jade City. I know. I know. I know why and I don't know why. I think I'm scared that I am not going to love it because it's so well loved and it's just such a chunky series that I just haven't gotten around to it yet, you know? But I need to. I need to read Jade City. Oh, this okay, perfect. Perfect because I know I put this on my list already because you recommended it earlier in the month. So I already have this on my list. Perfect. Perfect. I remember this from an earlier sprint already. So I'm already ahead. Think I'm going to do 100 books next year. Nice, nice. I go for the lowest number in the beginning so I don't stress myself in trying to meet said goal. That's a smart way to do it. Always do the year before number +1, but that's going to be scary year. I'm not doing that. This is by far like I have read over double what I read last year. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know how it happened. So I can't commit to doing the same +1. I can't commit to that because I like I said, I did over double what I did in the entirety of 2022. So I cannot guarantee that that's happening again. 480 pages and I'm on page 234. Sprints help in the reading goal, don't they? I don't know how we read before sprints. I really don't. 100 books for next year. Swordcatcher is so good. I need to pick this up. I just need to. Liking the coupling in this book, but I'm not feeling the chemistry. Okay. That's hard with a romance because, like, that's the whole point. Because with a romance, there's really not a lot of plot outside of the romance. So if you're not feeling the chemistry, that can make it a little bit difficult. 2024 reading goals 100 books for Goodreads, 6 classics and 6 nonfiction, 12 new releases, and finish at least 4 series and unhaul at least 24 books in 2024. Those are some good goals. I did not have an unhaul goal in mind, but I might need to add that. Series is something that I definitely need to work on. I kind of don't know if I should like pick a number of like this is how many series I'd like to finish or if I just make it a goal of working on series. I feel like if it has a number, it's more quantitative, so like I probably should do that. Cuz I think I'm currently in the middle of between 45 and 50 series. Please shame me in the comments because I need to be shamed into action on this. A lot of them only need like have 1 or 2 books to finish. They're very able to be finished. I just need to do it. Also wasn't going to pick up Sword Catcher, but I'm pretty sure it's the November adult fairy loot book. So I have a copy now. Got you. But that's probably going to be a gorgeous copy of that book, to be honest. My goal for this year was 60 books, but I'm at almost 100 books now, so maybe 100 books for next year. I like this idea. Is this for Allie Hazelwood's new book? Summer of 2024? When does Bride come out? I feel like those are coming out really close together then. I ended up giving it 4 stars, but I might go back and change it to 3.5 for the amount of unsavory language, especially around, yeah. Okay, totally understand. I think I gave it 3, I think. Pretty sure. Comes out in June. It's not YA, it's part of the STEM romances. Okay. I hope this is not her only new adult book, Check and Mate. I hope we see more in that genre. I really do, because it really worked. It worked very well. Read Under the Dome because I owned it and hated it. Swore I never read another Stephen King again, but then my supernatural lit professor assigned The Shining. You know, that's fine. At least you did it. You didn't hate it. A 3.5, 4-star. That's not bad. Hello, Christine. I'm at work, but I wanted to say hi and show my support. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. Hello, Thomas. How are you? Want to finish reading in 2024? Oh, I want to finish series in 24. I was like, that doesn't, I was very confused for a second. Yes, this is something I need to do. The problem is finishing series does not do well for content or vlogs. This is why it's difficult. Except for romance series, because romance tends to be companions, so you can like talk about them and not really spoil the one before. But other than that, it is very hard to vlog following books. It's very, very difficult. So I was thinking about making it a shorts like concept of finishing books for a short. That's kind of what I was thinking, because then I can just give like really like point form versus like full thoughts. I don't know if that'll work though. Who knows? I have a handful of series where I only have about 2 to 3 books to finish. Then, so those are my priority series in 2024. Nice. Swordcatcher is your favorite fantasy book of the year. I need to read this book. I'm convinced, y'all. I'm convinced. February. And the other one comes out in June. Okay. Want them to break up so bad. I feel like if it's a romance, though, it probably has a happily ever after, in theory. Probably will set my reading goal to 150 for next year. Already gone past 200 this year, but I have plans to go back to school next fall. Well, that's exciting. Yeah. I think it was because it isn't really YA. It's definitely more new adult. It's really upper YA, so that's why I liked it. And I think it really worked for her. I really do. Hello, Kay. Hello, Beatrice. We are doing well. We're about to hop back into a sprint because we have been chatting for about 15, 20 minutes. And since it's daytime, I try to keep us on task. The timer, the one problem with using the ambiance timer is it doesn't have the Pomodoro timer to tell me when the 15 minutes is up. Still planning, but haven't felt the greatest all day. So I'll be settling down to read soon. I hope you feel better. I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. Really struggling with picking a reading goal because I read 9 books in 2022. So I set my 2023 goal as 15 and now I've read 93. Wow, that's amazing. You know what? Maybe you read so much because your goal was smaller. Like it wasn't pressuring you. So you were just like reading and having a good time. So maybe that was a good way to go about it for you. On my last chapter of Fourth Wing, I've already cried. I probably can guess at what point you cried. Think I have a new favorite book. I'm so glad you liked it. Even passing Shadowhunters, and that's a big thing for me. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. 2 reading goals for next year, 30 novels, 100 manga, because I rediscovered my love for manga this year and I'm jumping all in. Okay, that makes me actually want to maybe add a manga goal too. I might have to do that because I just discovered manga this year. I've been the biggest Shadowhunter fan for years. Nice. Need to be better for tomorrow because I'm excited. Yes, everyone. This is a good point. Kay, as long as Kay is feeling better, will be on Thursday sprints with me tomorrow. And I'm very excited to have Kay on the stream. Oh, I'll have to. Okay. I'm going to have to go watch that interview because I am one of those people living for this romance, to be truthfully honest. I'm much more invested than I should be. Okay, let's hop into a sprint. We're going to do another hour because again, working on getting our hat prompts everyone or hat tools. I'm just going to interchange those words. It's fine. And I will see everyone in an hour. Hello. We are back. How did everyone do in that sprint? I ended up getting to 25% of Anastasia. This is what I was expecting, but also not what I was expecting. There's a lot of history in here, but like there's also like the fairy tale elements of Anastasia with the magic. So it's a little bit of both. I still was expecting them to grow up faster than they are, which is why I took it out of the vlog that I originally had it slated for, because they are children for a very long time of this book. And considering it's Sophie Lark, that's just not what I was expecting. That's all. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not what I was expecting. So I'm still like, okay. I thought maybe they aged up at part 2, but I mean they did a little bit, but not enough. Um so they're still children. So I'm like, I it's not what I was expecting, y'all. And not in a bad way. It's just, when you're expecting one thing and you get another thing and it's still a good thing, but like it's not what you thought. That's where I am. I hope that makes sense, because that may have just been gibberish and everyone's sitting here going, "What is she talking about?" I don't know. Nina did no reading, but did the laundry, took a shower, and ordered lunch. Very productive sprint. Got the two short story questions of my final answer during that sprint. Very nice. Next sprint, I'm tackling the essay section and then hopefully submitting. You got this, Kate. You're getting through it on these sprints. We have Tina. Hello, hello, hopping in. I feel like you're doing sprint miss every day. I am not. Well, I am, just not this week. Sprint miss is the week of the 17th. This week, I'm just sprinting 3 days in a row. 3 days is not as bad as 7. By the end of 7, I'm sure I'll have lost my mind, and it'll be hysterical, and it'll be fun, and we'll be vibing over here by day 7 of Sprint Miss. This week is just the 3. But I did say when we started the sprints, I was like, long time no see, everyone, because it hasn't been that long. Ooh, finished Fourth Wing. What'd you think? Edited a video. Very nice. I'm excited to watch that, Courtney. Finished filling Christmas cards, but now time to go get the little one from school. So I shall return. Have a safe drive, and we will hopefully see you when you get back. Read some of The Last Battle by C.S. Lewis. I joined a little later. Well, hello, hello. Nice to see you. I know the Narnia series. As an adult reading it, I see that there are issues with it, but it's one of those series that, like, for me as a child, holds nostalgia. Read 38 pages, read about 10 pages, made lunch, and watched YouTube for the rest of the sprint. Very nice. There is so much amazing YouTube, Vlogmas, Bookmas content going out that I'm trying to keep up, and I'm trying to keep caught up on everybody's content. I'm failing, but I think I'm doing better than I did last year, which I will take as a win. Work is super busy right now. I want people to stop so I can read. That's a mood, Kelsey. That's a mood. Loved it. Can't wait to read Iron Flame. How lovely. Are you going to jump right into Iron Flame, or are you going to take a little break? That made me jump. Oh, the Jingle Bells. Read about 55% of my first winter romance novella. It's not going well. Oh no, I'm sorry. And then started writing some stuff for Adventure-a-thon, which is going well. I'm excited. Still reading Not a Creature Was Purring, which I really want to finish today because someone is behind me on Libby. Makes sense. Got to page 47. Got to chapter 17, getting better, and my eldest called. That's nice. Having a little chat. Just got done with my dietitian appointment. Got to get ready for work soon, but I'm going to hang out until then. Working on my TBR page. Pretty ambitious, but I think I can do it. I have faith in you. I think you've got this. You can do this. On day 6 of posting every day, and I'm struggling to keep up. Absolutely kudos to you for doing lives. Yeah, I actually felt like lives Sprint Miss was gonna be easier, which I still agree that it may be because I don't have to film and edit lives. Because I debated doing Book Miss, and then I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna Sprint instead." I feel like that might be easier. And then I get to hang out with so many fun people right before Christmas, which is awesome, like all of you. So we'll see if I regret it after I've done it. Got 5% more read, not sure how many pages, and an unexpected nap. The headache must have worn out my brain. Yes. Well, you know what? We always support a nap sprint here because a nap sprint is amazing. I'm actually so close. I have the watch hours. um, to get monetized. I just need the subscriber count, which is something that I can't really control, which is okay. Except putting out regular content and people will come as they come. That's where I'm at the moment. But I'm excited to hang out with everybody. I really like being live. Like, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy sprinting, either, like, with me running it or being on someone else's, like, I really like it, and I also feel like I'm just more productive when I'm actually, like, either watching sprints or on sprints, but I'm even more productive when I'm on sprints than if I'm just watching. Don't have Iron Flame yet, ordered it today, so hopefully Monday I will have it. We will hope for fast shipping for you. I just had a bunch of books arrive today, not a bunch, a couple. I had a couple of pre-orders come in, and I did film a little unboxing. It's gonna go up as a reel on Instagram on Friday, I think, if the footage comes out, because I haven't actually looked at it yet. But I have other books that I need to get to for the readathon that I'm participating in. What readathon are you participating in? Let me know. I'm always interested to know if I've missed some because there's so many readathons going on, and I try to kind of dip my toe in as possible, as many as possible. Thank you, Kay, for reminding everyone to like the sprint. It does really help the channel in the stream. Did some work and started Sword Catcher. I think I'm gonna love it. Everyone is making me want to read this book. Okay, I need to do the things. This is gonna have to go. I think this might have to go on my 24 and 24 list. I think that might have to happen. I haven't made that list yet. I really need to because that video is coming out before the end of the year, but I haven't gotten around to even deciding what's on that list. Maybe Sword Catcher will be the first one on it. Thank you. Thanks. I kind of did it last year. It just wasn't like an official announcement. It was just something very low key. Last year, my channel was much smaller at the time. But I'm excited to make it much bigger this year with a lot more friends. Right? Me too. Because it's a lot of work to put out that many videos in a month. Not even just editing, although editing is probably the most amount of work, but to come up with concepts, to film, like it is a lot. So I bow down to all those who have done it because it's a lot. It's the editing that's killing me. I was a week ahead, but somehow we're on the 6th day and I am not any further ahead. This is I totally understand this because I was editing my video that went up today. I started like 5 days ago. And I was like, "Oh, I'm editing ahead. Yay, I'm going to be ahead of the game." And I finished it this morning. How does that happen? I don't know. I don't know how it happens. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate you um doing the promoting for me because I'm not good at promoting myself. So thank you. At the same stage with monetization, have the watch hours. Just need that last boost of subs. We're pretty similar on numbers. Maybe Kate will get it together. Besides, I have 4 more on the way, but those are Christmas books. Ooh, what Christmas books did you order? Should Get Glow by Raven Kennedy arriving this week. I am not ready, but at the same time, I want it now. I have yet to start this series. I know. It's another one. There's so many books that I want to do. I have not heard of this readathon. See, this is why I asked, because there's so many readathons happening and some of them slip through the cracks for me on noticing them. I'm going to check this out on the next sprint. I'm glad you're having fun. Sword Catcher on my TBR for this month, but Dad, I'll get to it. December is chaos. It is chaos. I feel like every month is kind of chaos. That's just my vibe. Like that is divided by teams of genres. Ooh, that is an interesting way to divide stuff. Yes. Oh, first read of 2024? I don't know if that's going to happen. I think Yellowface might be the first read of 2024. I think. I think I started last year with RF Quan, and I think I'm going to start next year with RF Quan. Sword Catcher on my shelves. May read it in January for TBR-a-thon. If you're not monetized by Amazing Readathon, we will make it happen then for sure. We'll get it done. Gold, not Glow. Glow was last year, and it destroyed me. Oh, no. Do you expect this one to also destroy you? Probably, if the last one did. Ordered the last 2 of ACOTAR. Very nice. No, me neither. I'm going to have to look it up in the sprint because I did not know this was going on. This is the thing. BookTube's so big and there's so much going on, and sometimes you miss things. And that's why I like when people bring them to my attention. Ooh, Legends and Lattes. I also need to read this book. That's also a thing I need to read. Have it on my Kindle. Have I read it? No. It's a series that starts quite slow and is heavy emotion-wise. But by the second, it just ramps up and gets better with each book. Okay, cool. Ooh, that's kind of fun. If I survive this one, I will be amazed and a little disappointed. I love that you will also be disappointed. And I feel this. I totally understand this feeling because when I know, like, I go to those books for that reason, to have that emotional moment. So when it doesn't hit, you're like, something's wrong. I know. I I know. I will look this up, and when I find wherever the announcement is, wherever that is, I'll put it in the comments once I find it. I will look at the start of the next sprint and I will locate information for us all. Cuz it sounds really fun. Like to attack and defend. Like how have I never heard of this? I don't know how I've never heard of this, but it sounds so fun. I don't know if I can do another competitive readathon this month, but I want to look into it, find out who's hosting it because it might happen again. And then I can sign up. That's probably what I'll do. So I need to go look into this. Oh, Christina. Thank you. Christina doing the Lord's work. Thank you so very much. I will watch that during the next sprint for sure because I want to know more things about this readathon and who's hosting it and all the things. There's a buddy read for each team. Oh, Bougie Books. Okay. I don't think I follow. So I may have just found a new booktuber, which is very exciting. Probably start 2024 with Beyond the End of the World since it's the sequel to my starter book. I don't know which item I'll use it for. Maybe catnip because Cat is such a great animal sidekick. I like your thought process on that. I do. Okay. So let me pull up the cat. Oh, wait. Oh, more comments came in. There's a delay in the comments on StreamYard. Sometimes they come in right when I'm not looking. Just realized I've started a book I was meant to save for Lightfall. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Just started lessons in chemistry. Oh, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that, Kiana. Also, hi, Steph. Thanks for popping in while you're on break. I know you can't stay long, but I wanted to say hi. And we are about to go into a sprint, and this is going to be our last sprint. I know this is a shorter set of sprints. We'll do a longer set tomorrow. I'm sprinting like all the day long between my sprints and Kelsey's sprints for book club. So today's going to be a little bit shorter. So these are going to be the last sprints for today. We're going to do one more hour and then we'll call it. But I will see you all in 59 minutes and 59 seconds. Hello. We did it. We did 3 sprints, and I got to 31% of Anastasia, which considering how chunky this is, I'm quite happy with that progress because she's chunky. How did everybody else do before we head off for the day? Thank you so much for everyone who came and hung out with me for the afternoon. It was a lovely bonus day of sprints. If you are needing more sprints tonight, I think Christina put Glenda did. Perfect. I was like, someone posted who was sprinting tonight. So Nell from Nell Diamond, who is linked in the description box down below. So are all the hosts for Get a Clue, Get a Clue sprints at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Brianna, who is for Positive Books, who's been chilling here in the comments. So you've seen that channel, has, I believe, them at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be sprint hopping between both. That's my plan for this evening. So we've got lots of sprints for tonight. And then I think Samantha has also linked in the description box, has Bookemon sprints at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's the schedule for today. But I'm going off memory here. So, this comment had me, I don't know if you saw, I read this and I started laughing so hard. Because I think it's clear I'm not an Insta-love person. I was cackling over here when I saw that pop in. Got to page 62. Was waiting for the bells that time so they didn't get me. What time is it for me? It is 4:45. So there's a 4-hour time difference between where I live and Greenwich Mean Time. 4 hours. So Greenwich Mean Time is 4 hours ahead of me here in Atlantic Canada. I do everything in Eastern Standard Time, but I do not actually live in Eastern Standard Time. It throws people off a little bit. But if I post anything in Atlantic Standard Time, no one knows what time zone that is. So I just adjust everything to Eastern Standard Time. 50 pages left in my book. We'll absolutely finish it today. You've got this, Pip. So close. I feel like I keep leaving everybody with almost their books done, and I'm sorry that keeps happening, everyone. Tomorrow, that probably won't happen. So I am back here tomorrow at noon, same time as today, noon Eastern Standard Time. And then I have book club sprints with Kelsey at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll just be leaving. We're going to go right here. We're going to stay here right up until then, and then just hop over to Kelsey's sprints for book club sprints. So we'll have sprints all day just between the two channels. The essay I'm working on for my exam is so cool, examining the effects of the patriarchal structure of society on the stories of Eleanor from The Haunting of Hill House and Jack in the Shining. That does sound really interesting. I've read The Shining. I haven't read The Haunting of Hill House. I know. I own it. Remember, not a horror girly. But I do own it because I did have intentions of reading it one time. Read 30 pages. Gonna take a small nap before the next sprint at 3 will start. Yes, I am always a proponent that a nap is a good time. Finished the last Narnia book. Nice. Made it to 132 and got distracted. It happens. You should have been, if you were here last night, if anyone was here last night, those sprints, I was the most distracted. All of us were. Brooklyn, me, Leandra, none of us got almost anything done. We were here for 5 hours and did no things. Read about 30 pages. We'll take a small nap before getting ready for the next sprint with Nell. Got to 62%. Finished the prologue of Swordcatcher and put out my 12 in 12 challenge on Instagram for Rex. I'm nervous I'm not going to get any. I will head over there when I'm done here. I will head over and give you a recommendation. See, I knew this was a thing. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's today. I might be talking like a crazy person, but I was pretty sure it was today. And Christina, thank you so much for putting links to all the sprints in the places. Saw you laugh and went, I think she just saw my comment. I did. I did. I was like, I just started laughing here. And there's Nels and there's Breeze. And I didn't know Vanessa was sprinting, but there's also Vanessa. So there's lots happening. There's a lot happening tonight. Thought it would be more than that. I'm at 8:45. So yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, no, it's only 4 hours. I'm on the I'm in Canada, but I'm on the easternest tip of Canada that you are still connected to the larger landmass. There is another province, like that's an island, but if you're still connected, I'm the furthest you can get, and I'm seaside, so yeah. Yeah, I didn't know Vanessa had sprints tonight, but thank you for telling me because that'll just mean I'll just sprint hop to Vanessa's too. Literally only read it for class, so it's okay. Too many international friends with too many time zones to keep track. Literally, this is accurate. It's a pretty solid book. Gave Hill House 4 stars. Okay. I want to read it because I do own it. I just I've kind of come to terms with that I'm not a horror girly. I want to be, but there is gothic horror. I do like gothic horror. I tried that. Well, I've read gothic horror before, but I've really determined that that's my sweet spot. Got to chapter 2. I'll see some of you on Nell and Brianna's channel for some more sprints. There's a YouTuber I follow called Ray Lynn who is doing sprints now if anyone's interested. She's a very small booktuber, but is so lovely. Okay, there you go, everyone. If you need more sprints, we love finding new booktubers. We can go give a little raid, say hello. No problem. Love sharing. Just got home for picking up my son and maybe just maybe now can read something. Alicia, I'm sorry that I'm leaving right as you get back and you can read, but there are lots of sprints linked in the comments because Christina is doing the most. So there you go. Oh, and Hannah's also doing some sprints and it's Randy Lynn. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So we've got lots. There's a lot of sprints tonight, everyone. There's a lot. Gonna head out. Thank you for the sprint. You are so welcome. The audiobook narrated by Bernadette Doon is pretty solid, super quick, in only 7 hours. Yes, I know. Hill House is such a small little book. It's so teeny, teeny, tiny. So I think I will get around to it, but I don't know when. Maybe this spooky season, like, October. Which is a long way away, but we will blink and it will be here. Okay, that is the end for me today. I will see everyone tomorrow, but I hope you have a lovely afternoon, evening, night, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you then.